This is Kuhn Cassius for Eiffel TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're at the Copperbox Arena. Fantastic night here, live on Sky Sports and DAZN. I'm joined by promoter Eddie Hearn. How are you, mate?
I'm very good, mate. I'm very good. Thrilling night. I expected a great night tonight, and we got one. Full of drama. Unbelievable performance from Conor Benn. Tremendous fight for the World Bantamweight title between Courtney and Bridges. Unbelievable punching from Savannah Marshall. Cracking fight with Cash Farouk against Espinoza. Good wins for John Hedges and Nick Campbell. And yeah, really, really, really good night. And you know, we've got two left now behind closed doors in the UK. May 1st, May the 15th. And I've enjoyed the challenge, but I can't wait to see people back, you know.
We need the fans.
We do, because fans make the energy. And we've done a great job, but there's nothing quite like having fans in. And just a couple of months left, and fingers crossed we get to see those wonderful people in the UK again.
Right, let's go from the top and work our way down. Conor Benn, I mean, I don't know about you, but I didn't expect a first-round stoppage of Samuel Vargas. No one's done that to Samuel Vargas. And it was a clinical performance from as long as it lasted for Conor Benn.
It was, I mean, straight savage from Conor. I was actually nervous for the fight. I sat down ringside and I thought, oh man, because he's one of those guys, when you talk about behind closed doors, it don't suit him. You know, he's the kind of guy that's going to fight off the crowd. And I just thought, you know what, just get through tonight, Conor. And wow, what a performance. I mean, Michael Alexander, you know, I see some people say he jumped in early. Mate, he saved him from getting absolutely obliterated. I don't think Samuel Vargas knew where he was, because he was caught cold. And you know, whatever you think about Conor Benn, if you love him, if you hate him, you have to respect that performance and you have to respect that statement.
Immediately spoke about, excuse me, Amir Khan. To me, it seems a little bit of an unrealistic fight, but can you shed any light on whether that fight can happen or not?
It's not an unrealistic fight if it generates enough money. And I think it does. I think it's a great story. Look, Amir's not training at the moment. I think Ramadan begins this week. So he's going to be looking to fight, I don't know, October, something like that. I know Amir, of course, well. I know his lawyer well. I spoke to his lawyer this evening. And they'll definitely be up for hearing about that fight. Doesn't mean the numbers are going to make sense for him to take it, but they will definitely listen about that fight, because he wants to have a big hurrah, Amir Khan. He wants to make as much money as possible. That's a banging fight at the O2. A banging fight at the O2. And we'll see. But, you know, like I said, Conor is a million miles an hour. I mean, he's so pumped. Like, he trained for a 12-round war tonight, and when he came out, he had energy. He wanted to take, I mean, he's one of those guys, he just wanted to knock everyone out, didn't he? You could just see it in his eyes. I said something over there, he said, what's that? Who said what? I said, all right, mate, calm down. It's like that geezer at the bar, you know, who's had a few. So, tremendous. And he said tonight in the interview after, you know, I work so hard. He said, hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. No, mate, you've got the talent now. That's what I was saying to you. You've got to start believing how good you are. You're a world-class fighter, and you work really hard. And when you're good and you work really hard, you're really tough to beat. So I'm so excited about his future. He's a huge star. You come over to me, you know, oh, he's a pay-per-view star, he's massive, and you know, and yeah, he has got the whole world in front of him. We're going to take him at the right pace, get him the right fights, but we're close to gamble time. We're close to gamble time. You like gamble time, don't you, baby?
Eddie, can I just go back to your comments there? I didn't just come up like some drunk moron and go, oh, he's a pay-per-view star. I said...
About drinking. Have you been drinking tonight?
No, absolutely not. I'm at a Matchroom event. Of course I'm not.
Where did the drunk come from? I'm a bit concerned about it.
I've had 14 vodkas. I'm good, yeah. But
14?
This is how comfortable I am to be at Matchroom show.
Seriously, I mean, some of us operate with professionalism. You know, I took you onto the yacht last week in Gibraltar.
Shout out Gibraltar. Banging trip, bruv.
You were pretty hammered the whole trip. Now, I'm hearing you've had 14 vodka. Are you bringing this booze with you? By the way, when fans are allowed, and these are things that are going to get taken off you when you come in here. I think you should start having a little bit more respect and professionalism for what you do.
No, I absolutely respect the sport of boxing, but I do my work.
But you tell me you're better at what you do when you've had a few.
Apparently so. Someone told me that, yeah.
Okay, well, I've not had a few, but I'm telling you, Conor Benn, super exciting. let's look at the future. All our focus is on him. Huge star. The world is his oyster.
What I did say was potentially your next UK standout pay-per-view star is Conor Benn, and I truly believe that. Looking at the market and looking at all the fighters out there, this guy seems to have everything.
He does. He has that X factor. He speaks so well. He's so exciting to watch. Of course, the Nigel Benn story is fantastic as well at the same time. But, you know, he works so hard, mate, and he's smart. You know, I know he's fiery and all this kind of stuff, but he listens, he trusts me, he trusts Tony. You know, he's got Lee Emptage, his lawyer, he's got Charlie Sims, and we have a great plan for him. And he's demanding. You know, he wants to make sure that he gets the right fights, he boxes as often as he can, he makes money, so you should. But he trusts the process, and he's learned from people around him, and he's become a real... do you know, one thing about Conor Benn, I think if you watched him on TV, like in the interview after, you'd probably say, this bloke's a nutter. You know, he's fiery, isn't he? He's what do you say? I don't think you'd say he's flash, but he's so not flash. He lives in the same village as me. He's a family man, got a beautiful son, you know, he's got a lovely wife, he's a good individual, right? He works super hard, and he's dedicated to what he does. And when you've got a good head on your shoulders, like he has, we just got to keep it calm, and the world is his oyster.
I appreciate it's late, so we're going to try and run. No, we need to run through the card quickly. Savannah Marshall,
Yes.
third round stoppage of Maria Lindberg. Fair play to Lindberg. She come in at last notice.
Listen. Everyone will say, oh, you know, the opponent came in late. The opponent is super tough, right? The opponent went distance with Christina Hammer twice, 2 other world championship fights, Kozmin, she went the distance with. She don't get stopped. Savannah Marshall is the hardest punching female fighter pound for pound, unquestionably. She will stop Clarissa Shields. She will beat her every day of the week, and I'm so confident. I'm going to pay the money. I'm going to have to pay the money, because it's the only way we're going to get it.
Stand alone?
What?
Stand alone?
Stand alone?
Stand alone event.
What?
Not on a...
All stand-alone event.
Could go on like an AJ Fury, couldn't it?
On an AJ card, because when you get these moments for women's sport, we can't put them underneath the biggest fight of all time, or the biggest fight in boxing. Stand-alone fight, America, England, doesn't matter. Let's make that fight.
Okay, Shannon Courtney, new WBA world champion, in such an exciting fight with Ebony Bridges. Yeah. Fair play to Ebony Bridges as well.
Ebony Bridges?
Shut up, mate. Come on.
Fair play to Ebony Bridges. Yeah, firstly, all right, mate. Firstly, so proud of Shannon. Great performance. My worry was, I have to be honest with you, look, when you get 2 female fighters in the top 10 who are 5-0 and, you know, Shannon 7-1 or whatever it is, you just don't know. And the argument is always, especially in divisions where there isn't a huge amount of depth, you know, should they be fighting for a world title? And I worried because of all the eyeballs on it, how good it was going to be. Well, after the first round, I was so happy because I thought this is going to be an absolute barn burner. What a fight. Big respect to both girls. Big respect and massive congratulations to Shannon Courtney. Ebony Bridges, tough as you like. She couldn't see for the last 2 rounds. She didn't stop trying to win the fight. She'll be back. You know, people love to watch her fight. She's going to get better and better. For Shannon, now, what a massive opportunity. You know, you've got the Rachel Ball fight, which I think is a must. For the summer, I'd like to do that back at Fight Camp. Now we're going to have a huge event there with fans. Then I think she should try and unify. Don't rule out a Bridges rematch in time as well. Ebony will come again. So that was a tremendous advert for women's boxing. You know, all the talk about, oh, what are they going to wear at the weigh-in, all that kind of stuff. Great, got the attention, but the product was fantastic. And it was a great, great advert for women's boxing.
It's always about the product, isn't it?
It is.
Wins for John Hedges and first round knockout for Nick Campbell tonight as well.
And
Thoughts?
Tremendous, tremendous fight with Cash.
For one of the best fights this year.
He's a fantastic fighter. You know, I really...
Just make the McGregor rematch.
Well, listen, I mean, Lee McGregor, by the way, I watched the first fight. I watched it on TV. I felt Cash Farouk won the fight. It's irrelevant. It's in the past, right? Massive props to Lee McGregor. He was brilliant last time against Gurphy. You know, Ben Davidson's done a great job. I really want to do that rematch. it will sell out the Hydro. I know both guys are world ranked, and it's like, oh no, I'm chasing a world title. Guys, please do that fight. Scottish boxing, it's mega, that fight.
Do it.
Well, I want to, but I just hope that, you know, I don't know if Lee McGregor and the team will say, no, we've got plans to do this. Let's just make that fight. It's a tremendous fight. Fans are going to be back. We can do that fight in September at the Hydro. It'll be amazing.
John Hedges?
John Hedges, good performance. Had a rough time last time. He got slung in with a decent fighter and a good
Got a lot of stick.
Yeah. Had a good performance tonight. Nick Campbell, great. Put his shots together nice. Another exciting addition to the heavyweight division. And if we do cash through against Lee McGregor, Scotland have got heavyweight to get behind now as well.
Absolutely.
And you'll be bang on the whiskey if we go up there.
I don't drink whiskey. Edward, just finally, in the last 6 hours and 43 minutes since I last interviewed you, has anything developed with AJ and Fury?
Yeah, I just actually had a call on it.
Are you serious? Yeah.
Things are great. I'm going to be working through the night tonight.
Call from who?
I think a call from someone we mentioned in your interview earlier. And yeah, all looking good. We're going to catch up with all the teams tomorrow, and you know, I think we're in a good place.
Can you just spell it out what's going on tomorrow? It's Sunday tomorrow. What's actually happening tomorrow?
Okay. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to go for a walk with the dogs, right? Then I'm going to have a roast dinner, right?
Turkey or lamb?
I like chicken, right? But it's got to have stuffing.
Stuffing's the one.
But you know what? I don't even like the real stuffing. I just like the naff stuff. You know, like the pork balls.
Aunt Bessie's?
Yeah, just the ones that are about 99p for 1,000 balls of whatever it is. Yeah, so I'll do that. We'll have a bit of fun in the garden, play a bit of sport in the garden with the kids. No doubt be doing some work. And then the small matter of sending the details to the teams for the relevant offers on the table. One call I had tonight was just to say we're good. You know, we're in for what we... I'll shut up now.
Next week, what will we find out?
Maybe nothing. But if you haven't heard any bad news, let's do it this way.
No bad news is good news.
Yeah, if you haven't heard any bad news by the middle end of next week, we're in a good place.
Okay. But pull this off.
I'm trying, mate. You know how hard I'm trying.
I know. It's like I said to you earlier on. Like I know there's other pieces to the pie, but you're the mouthpiece for this, apparently, because you're the one talking about it as vocal as you are.
No, I am.
Well, Frank's talking, Bob's talking, but I'm saying.
Listen, I'm not having a pop at anyone but I've done 99% of the work here because I'm desperate for it to happen. And if it doesn't come off, listen, you can blame me. I don't care. I'll get blamed for loads of stuff. It's not a problem. But I can't have done any more. And if I can't have done any more, and I can look myself in the mirror and say, you, Eduardo, couldn't have done any more, then I'm a happy man.
Edward, thank you very much for...
Let's go and get a vodka, son.
Another one?
You're over the moon with that. I'm going home.
Thank you very much. Are you actually going home?
Yes.
Okay.